Hi guys, so I put up a video on YouTube a few days ago and it was basically just me showing you how I do my everyday look for makeup, which was eyeshadow and lipstick. As you can see, I have my foundation and my eyebrows done already, but if you want to see a separate video on how I do that, then leave it in the comments and I'll post that. So a lot of people have been asking about the products I used in the first video, and I just thought this would be a really good follow-up to go over the look I done in the first video, only talk you through it in more detail, go through the products I used and the brushes I use. So the palette that featured mainly in the first video was the Lime Crime Venus 1 palette, and this is my go-to palette for every day. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea for an everyday look, but it's just my personal preference, and I'll show you it here. So as you can see, the theme of the palette is reds, pinks, and then you have a brown and a highlight as well. So let's get started. So the brushes that I'm going to be using, well, I'll be using a mixture. I like Real Techniques and Sigma, but recently I got some brushes from Spectrum and I really like those. I'll show you these. So these are the Spectrum brushes. It's called the Glam Clam, and it comes in this really nice pink case and it's shaped like a clam. And then inside you have all your brushes, and there's a really nice mixture of eye brushes, lip brushes, face brushes, everything you need, and they're really reasonably priced. Not only do they look really good, but the quality is amazing, so I really like those. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the two colours I'll be using for eyeshadow are Creation and Aura. So I'm going to go in with this brush. It's B04 from Spectrum and it's a tapered blending brush. So I'm going to get some of that on my brush and just go into the crease of my eye. And then what I like to do is go into the inner and outer corner with the eyeshadow as well. And then what I like to do is with that same brush, go into the bottom of my lid. There we go. So then, after doing that, what I like to do is get a small angled brush and go into the crease again to create more of a bold line in the crease. So for that, I really like this Real Techniques brush, and it's a brow brush, but I do find it a bit too thick for eyebrows, so I just like using it for eyeshadow instead. So just with the same colour again, going into the crease. So then what I'm going to do is get the Real Techniques brush again and go into the bottom of my lid and kind of create a line as well. So now now what I'm going to do is go in and blend that out a bit. So for that I like to use the Spectrum B06 brush, and it's an eyeshadow blending brush. So I'm going to just go in with that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go into the centre of my lid with Aura. Okay, so then what I like to do with that same colour is go into the inner corner. I think that really brings out the eyeshadow nicely. And then a little bit on the brow bone as well. Okay guys, so that's the eyes done, and what I'm going to do now is go on to the lips then. So before I even start applying my makeup, what I like to do is put some lip balm on, and then that way by the time you're putting your lipstick on, your lips are nice and smooth, they're not flaky or dry or anything like that. And especially because I would use a lot of liquid lipsticks that dry matte, it can make your lips look really flaky, so get them as moisturized as you can. So first of all, what I like to do is get this lip liner. It's Exaggerate by Rimmel, and it's a roll up one, and I have the colour Eastend Snob, and it's a really nice mix between pink and nude. Because of my skin tone, I find anything too pale washes me out, so I always like to use something a bit darker to start with, and I think this is a really nice combination of the two. So I'm gonna go ahead. Okay guys, so as you can see, it's not very neat, but what I like to do is, with this brush from Spectrum, this is A19, and it's a detailing brush, so it's really good for any small details around your lips or eyes or anything like that. So I'm just going to go in with this and smooth out the edges. Okay guys, so that's that part done, and I actually really like this colour, so sometimes I just leave it like that, but if I'm putting a lipstick over it, the one that I really like is this one, and it's I'm Nude by Jeffree Star. This is absolutely amazing. It's always sold out, so unfortunately I haven't been able to get any more colours in it, but it's fantastic. It dries quickly, it's easy to work with, and the colours are unbelievable. This is very pale, so I personally don't like wearing it on its own, which is why I think the pinky nude and this go well together, because it creates a really nice nude. that's the lips done, and as you can see, it's a nice pinky nude. Guys, I know this look might not be for everyone for every day, as I know some people think it's quite a lot for everyday makeup, but like I said earlier, it's just my personal preference, and some of you have asked about the products, so that's why I wanted to make this video. And also the reason why I keep saying what I like to do so much is because I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm not trying to teach you how to do makeup or anything like that. It's just literally what I like to do and how I do it, and I just wanted to share that with you. So to finish off, I always like to put a bit of bronzer on, and the one that I love is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, so I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but the one I have is the medium to dark, and it's not that dark, and I like to just go in with this Sigma brush. It's a large angled contour brush, and I've had this for years and I absolutely love it. So I just get some of that on the brush. There we are. Okay, so I'm not really too big on highlighter, but I have this Edward Scissorhands palette from Sugarpill, and it's an eyeshadow palette, but there's a really nice color in it called Ice Angel, and as you can see, it's like a shimmery blue, but I like to use it as highlighter. I don't know why, don't ask me why, I just think it looks cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put a bit of that on. I just like to put it above my top lip and on my nose here. So for that, I like to use this brush by Sigma, and it's a large fluff brush, and the reason I like that is because it's a nice size for doing that. It's not too small and it's not too big either, so just put a little bit of that on. And sometimes I'll put a little bit on my cheekbones as well. And then blend that in. Okay guys, so that's my everyday look, and like I said, I just wanted to talk you through it and show you some of the products I used. I got a really good response to my first video, and I'm really happy about it. I really appreciate the support and the comments and stuff, so I would really appreciate if you liked and subscribed to my channel. And like I said earlier, if there's anything else that you want to see, or if you want to see, you know, my foundation routine, my eyebrow routine, just leave a comment and I'll get that done for you. So thanks.